This weekend, tonight's Newsmaker will host the country's largest Memorial Day party.
We're talking well more than 100,000 people in North Carolina's largest sports and entertainment venue. That venue has been around for more than 55 years and is a critical part of the Piedmont's economic and recreational history. For the last 42 years, Marcus Smith has been a part of it. And since becoming the Charlotte Motor Speedway's president and general manager 7 years ago, he has been determined to keep the place rocking.
It's literally the epicenter of the NASCAR world. You can't do this with any other sport anywhere else.
There's something awe-inspiring about seeing this place empty on a quiet weekday, then imagining on these same 2,000 acres something like this.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing drivers for our soldiers and troops all over the world!
The Memorial Day weekend Coca-Cola 600 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the longest, most grueling race on the NASCAR schedule.
Front straightaway, 3 wide and 2 cars pile hard into the wall.
Working here, you get used to it.
But most of the time, this is the way Marcus Smith sees it.
We have to think about it sort of with an eye towards, what if this is our first time here? Some people that are longtime fans said, boy, it'll never be anything but Charlotte for me.
Yeah.
And then
Marcus is one of the few who can't remember his first time here. You see, he's the son of Speedway co-founder Bruton Smith, who built the place in 1959 and used, among other things, stock car racing's popularity in central North Carolina and the Speedway's proximity to many of the drivers' homes and garages to build this place into a powerhouse.
Light 'em up.
What was
pretty
your very first job here? Do you remember?
I think it was picking up trash in the parking lot outside of the Speedway.
No kidding.
Building.
Yeah. Needless to say, he's come a long way. His dad essentially turned the reins of this place over to him in 2008.
That whole structure on the top is our offices, and mine is on the far right corner.
And the view from that office
It's pretty awesome.
constantly reminds him of the innovations his dad brought to the sport.
My dad always says we work for the fans.
That included the Speedway becoming the first sports facility in America to offer year-round living accommodations. The trackside condos were built in the 80s and 90s.
At the time, it wasn't very easy to get a bank loan for a Speedway.
No kidding.
No kidding. So my dad put together this concept of let's build a condo, and with the proceeds of the condo, we'll build a grandstand. So the grandstands that are under the condos were basically paid for by the condo sales.
Charlotte also, in 1992, became the first modern superspeedway to host night racing. But then, a little more than 10 years later, not as many people came to watch cars fly around this 1.5-mile oval at 200 miles an hour. The recession had hit, and Marcus and his team really focused on improving the fan experience. He set up a partnership with Panasonic to build what was, at the time, the world's largest television, which you can see quite well from his office.
They'll take you and put you in Jimmy Johnson's car in the middle of a pack that's, that looks like it's getting pretty dicey.
Also, the grandstands that used to be where these billboards are and to their left are gone.
We took some old grandstand seats that were what I call unrenewable experiences.
The first race I ever attended, it was in that grandstand right over there. Yeah.
So that kind of experience, it's not bad, but it's not great.
But those seats that stood here have been replaced for the most part by luxury motor coach camping sites, complete with water, sewer, and power hookup, and have views like this. Again, it's all for the fans who represent every demographic. Are you selling racing or are you selling entertainment?
Well, it's a great question. I like to say we're in sports entertainment, and entertainment should be bold and underlined about 10 times. It's so much more than just a race. So we're selling what really amounts to a festival.
What a fun job. In addition to running the Charlotte Motor Speedway, Marcus Smith is the Chief Executive Officer of Speedway Racing Incorporated, a company that owns 8 other tracks, including Bristol, Atlanta, and the Texas Motor Speedway, which now boasts the largest TV screen. By the way, the pre-race concert before the Coca-Cola 600 this Sunday will feature legendary rock band ZZ Top. Just another way Marcus hopes to boost the experience for the fans at his big party.